Great morning, business owners and managers, and welcome to another awesome episode of CX in the Morning, Customer Experience in the Morning. I'm your host, Wess Walters, and on every single CX in the Morning, I bless you with customer service tips, customer experience tricks, and I leave you with gems. And by gems, I mean actionable takeaways that you can implement at the speed of now. Immediately after this broadcast, you will be able to take what you've learned, sharing it with your team, making your team and your business better. You will learn the importance of implementing an awesome customer experience and how that affects the bottom line. And that by itself is pretty awesome. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. How is everyone doing? How is everyone doing? How has everyone week been? How has the first week of 2021 been? Oh man, first week of 2021, Dr. Dre has an aneurysm. Prayers go out to Dr. Dre. Made my childhood a lot better with the chronic and doggy style and everything else. So prayers to Dr. Dre. How's everybody else doing? So this, the topic of today's episode is the 3 R's for business success. The 3 R's for business success. And this came about because a viewer by the name of Tangi asked about, we had a conversation about things about success and to make her business successful. And we boiled it down to 3 R's. So let's get into the juggling. Share my screen here. Let the juggling begin. All right, cool. You can see my screen. Let's make this full screen. All right, awesome. So the 3 R's for business success. First R is retention. Retention. And you say, like, what do you mean by retention, Wes? Well, taking care of the existing customers. Taking care of your existing customers guarantees business success. And of course, taking care of those existing customers leads to loyal customers. If you take care of them, they're going to become loyal. Now, you got to ask yourself as a business owner, what do you have in place to keep your existing customers kept? What do you have in place? No, this is not a rhetorical question. What do you have in place that can guarantee that your existing customers stay and that they're not swept away by your competition? These are questions that you have to ask. What do you have in place? Is it just you have the best catfish? Is that it? That might not work every time. That might not stick. Is it because you're black and black people should support you? That's what you think. Is your competitive advantage being black? So ask yourself these questions. What do you have in place to keep your existing customers? Are you giving your existing customers the green carpet treatment? And I have customer obsession highlighted. Are you obsessed, literally obsessed with your customers? Are you up at night thinking, what are my customers thinking about? What's keeping them awake? Are you obsessed with your customers? Is it every day that you wake up, how can I appease these customers? Are you obsessed with your customers? All right. Are you operating from a sense of urgency? This is what you do when you're obsessed with your customers. No one on the job is lollygagging around. Everyone is operating with a sense of purpose and a sense of urgency, and it shows in the service. Are you operating with a sense of urgency? And is your team, this is a cultural thing, is the system, is the culture in place that says we operate with a sense of urgency? Next, are your frontline employees, are they polite? This is a no-brainer, but hey, It's worth mentioning. These are all the things that need to be in place for customer retention, to taking care of your existing customers. Are your frontline employees friendly? Are they polite? Are they happy to be at work? Happy. Same person, Tangi, yesterday DM'd me, and she said, she just came from having service, and man, you need to reach out to blank company because the customer experience was so bad, because the employees were not happy to be there. And I joked and I said, well, she's mad because she's looking at you like I should have went back to school. So she's pretty much mad at herself, but I was making humor of it. But that employee that was delivering the food was not happy, was not polite to a customer that's paying her wages. Could you believe this? What else does it show that you care about customer retention? Anticipatory service. You anticipate what the customer needs next. If you have a restaurant and they ordered the barbecue chicken with the extra sauce, they're probably going to need extra napkins. Oh, if I tell you how many times I go to restaurants and I guess to cut costs, they have these new and improved napkins that are about this size. And like in the bag, the lady pulls one napkin off and hands it to me. And I'm like, listen, can I please have some more napkins? Well, so I just pulled out $1. I said, ma'am, here is $1. Please give me some more napkins. Anticipating that the customer is going to need napkins and delivering it before they even ask, like a god, not like a king or a queen, but like a god. Great morning, Miss Bernadette. Delivering it like a god. Or if you, we see this with Amazon all the time, anticipatory service, where if you purchase something, like if you purchase a phone case, at the bottom, it shows, hey, this also goes with this case. So if you buy a case, said, hey, you can get a holster and put it on your hip with your case. So they anticipate that, hey, based on your demographic, based on your user ID, you are a male and you enjoy outdoor activities based on your purchase history, right? So why hold your phone when you're outside? You can literally put it on your belt and rollerblade and go cycling and go jogging and never miss a beat. Anticipatory service. So people just like you who bought this case also are active like you, also bought a holster. Anticipatory service. You set a table with 5 and the beverages that they ordered are soft drinks. Just put a picture over there, because chances are they're going to go through that first round of Sprite in 5 minutes, anticipating that they're going to need more, and there's free refills. Why not just take a picture over there? Anticipatory service. Knowing that, all right, if you purchased, PlayStation, most of the time, if you have 2 kids in the room, you might want a second joystick. I don't know how many controls the PlayStation comes with, but anticipatory service. Let's keep it moving. How else do you show the existing customers that you care, and you care about them staying? The customer is at the center of every decision. And I talked about this on Monday. And by the customer being at the center of every decision, it doesn't mean that every decision is going to make the customer happy. But once you disclose to the customer, hey, we have to raise our prices in order to keep delivering and serving you at a world-class level. The price of chicken went up. The price of fuel went up. So we're going to have to trickle that down in order for us to stay in business. If you want us to stay in business and you truly care about us, we're going to have to raise the prices, taking the customer into consideration and keeping them at the front of the decision. Not profits, not your new Lexus, but the customer at the center of the decision. That's how you show existing customers that you care about them and you want them to stay. Let's go farther. Don't be like the cable and phone companies. You know, we always see the cable and phone companies, they do promotions and they say, hey, 5 months free and a new phone and a new laptop only for new accounts. The cable and the phone companies have this backwards. Here it is. You have existing customers that have been with you loyal 5 years, 10 years. You know, I've had my cell phone since 1999. Same phone number since right after a pager, boom, same cell phone number. Been loyal to that company since 1999. And they don't give me special privileges. No, the people that open accounts in 2021 get special privileges. I don't know how many people have cable still, but back in the day when I had cable, I would literally just cable hop. Yes, because there was always a new promotion and a sale for new and existing customers. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to do 6 months here. Go to Spectrum. Spectrum ends out. I go to Cox Communications. Cox run out. I go to AT&T, because the system was designed to reward and adulate new accounts, not the loyal accounts. So if you have a business and you're a business owner, do not adapt the phone company and cable companies' policies where you go above and beyond for new customers, but your existing customers that have been holding you down, rain, snow, sleet, when you were just starting out and you didn't have customers, when only your family and members from your church came, they came and supported. And now that you've arrived, you're like, nah, only new customers get discounts. That's not cool. That is not cool. That's the equivalent to, you're in a relationship. You ever so often like you see a relationship where a man has been dating a woman 10 years, no kids, no marriage, no wedding ring, anything. 10 years, right? They break up. 2 months later, he's in Hawaii getting married to a new chick, and she's pregnant. That's the equivalent. I'm adding humor, but that's what you're doing as a business owner. Here it is. This lady's been with you 10 years and you went to prison. So she was with you. You went to prison, stayed with you. You came out, still didn't give her a ring. And then you're like, you know what? All those books I've been reading in prison, I've been really reading a lot. You know, I gave my life to Allah and, you know, I'm a changed man, and you with these bacon bits and eating pork, it ain't really gonna line up with me. It's not really a good match. So I have outgrown you. Leaves the lady for 10 years who's held him down and marry a new chick who's 18, takes her to Hawaii and is married. That's the equivalent of what you're doing when your loyal customers have been there with you and you give the new person, the new customer coming along, better treatment and better service. Great morning, Danielle. Moving along. The second R in regards to business success is referrals. Referrals. Now, so we can look at this like a relationship. So the first part is retention, keeping your existing lady happy and staying with her. The second is referral. So when I was in college, my sister from another mister, Miss Monique Ambrose, she always, and with a name like Monique, all the Moniques are beautiful. So Monique always had beautiful friends, right? And if Monique referred me, if I came in as a referral, I was already in. All Monique had to say is like, hey, this is my brother Wes, and I think you guys should get to know each other. It's a done deal because of the referral. Like, I have friends right now, I have individuals in my life where, like, on a spiritual level, I have a mentor by the name of Masiki Scales. If Masiki Scales says something on a spiritual level for me to do, it's done. I don't have to, there's no question it. I don't question it. From a business point of view, Marquell Russell, Hotep Benzo, if they say do this, buy this stock, write this off on your taxes, it's done because their word means that much. The referral. So ask yourself, are you is your business good enough for your existing customers to refer you? This takes some inner reflection. You need to put your ego on the table and ask yourself, are you good enough for your existing customers to refer you? Now, Miss Bernadette, Tastely Divine in Orlando. Just go to Tastely Divine on social media, either Facebook or Instagram. Her whole entire business is based on referrals. She has receipts. She has the pictures to people. Just go to Tastely Divine on Instagram or on Facebook, and the page is littered with referrals. Just people just like, hey, I'm eating. The food is that good. Just Google Tastely Divine. If you're watching this on Facebook, if you're watching this on Instagram, type in Tastely Divine and see the receipts. Everyone who goes there refers because there's no repeated pictures. None of the pictures of the pictures are people. I'm like, oh, I saw him already. No, it's always someone who was there and they tell their friend, hey, go to her. Food is that good. Just type in Tastely Divine and watch the page. It's testimonial graffiti. It's that good. But ask yourself, is your business good enough to be referred? And okay, well, Wes, what makes you referable? Well, I'm glad you asked. If you're on time, on time, that hits a nerve because I know a lot of entrepreneurs like, this is my business and I can open what I want to do. The reason I became an entrepreneur is because I wanted to do what I want to do, so I can open what I want to do. I know that struck a nerve. I can see the inboxes coming in now and the unhappy faces. This Wess Walters going to tell me what time I got to open my business. The reason I left the job is because I wanted to do what I want to do and nobody going to tell me. I know. I mean, you could do that, but there are consequences. What makes you referable? On time. I have friends that are business owners right now that I cannot recommend, because if someone calls, hey, I'm in Doraville, I'm in Dunwoody, you know, a restaurant that I can get some good food in an hour. I'm like, how long you got? An hour? No, I can't recommend, because you are not going to be in and out in an hour. Can't refer. They're not on time. They don't operate with the sense of urgency. I know this hurts, but we're going to speak truth to power, because I want you to do better. because greatness is right on the other side of that complacency. You're about to blow up, and you will blow up if you just cross the line. There is this line, invisible line, where it's complacency, and it's this thin. This is the problem. It's this thin. You're complacent, and if you just cross that line, greatness. Greatness. I know restaurant owners that are my friends, that if someone calls and say, hey, I'm in Norcross, where can I get something good to eat? I got an hour, I'm on lunch break. How long you got, an hour? Nah, I don't know anybody. Because you are not going to be in and out in an hour. Even if you do pickup, it's like a 2 hour. First of all, the business, you ain't doing that much business, first of all. And why it got to be an hour and a half wait? Like, why? Why? Your system is broken, but you're like, no, it takes that long because we're not that busy. Player, you're not that busy. You're not. What makes you referable, Wes? Is there more? Is there more? What makes you referable, Wes? Is there more? Are you dependable? Are you dependable? Can I depend on you to open on time? I know business owners right now that are friends. Love them as friends, but I cannot recommend them because they're not dependable. And they have a friend that teaches customer service, that gives free gems every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and they don't tune in. And I'm like, hey, man, this would help you. Watch this. Nah, I'm good, Wes. Not dependable. They say something, don't deliver. Make a commitment, don't deliver. I know friends right now that own blank business, that I use them because I'm like, hey, you're my friend, you're my boy, I love you, I'll support you. No, don't get it wrong, they're my friends, so I use them because let's just keep it real, they're still friends, so I use them. But the power is in the referral. So they could get my money and the multiplication money. But the money stops with me because they're not dependable. I know friends right now that have blank business that I don't refer because they're going to show up late. They're going to show up and they're not going to have all their tools. Or they're going to they're going to have to come back 3 times to get it right. Come on, man. For me, I'm your friend. I'm working from home. Come back 3 times to get it right. I'm cool because we're boys. But I am not going to put my name and recommend you to someone in my circle of influence because you're not dependable. Can we speak truth to power here? I'm seeing all the unhappy emojis. Everybody's like, oh, Wes, don't do. I have to because I know you're literally, listen, if you get outside your comfort, you're comfortable here. This is how thin. I'm hoping the camera can show how skinny it is. It's thin. Complacency, excellence. Literally just step over. You don't even have to jump. If you choose to say, all right, I'm no longer going to operate in mediocrity. I choose to be excellent and great. Boom. That's when you get the quotes. People be like, oh my God, he's an overnight success. No, he's not. His brother been grinding for 10 years. But today he made the decision to be great and do everything from a world-class level. People are like, oh my God, he's an overnight success. I've never heard of it. No, I've known him for 10 years. But he decided to be great on January 6th. And all he had to do was make a decision. All right, no more mediocrity. I am going to be excellent. And if I'm not doing it at a world-class level, then I'm not doing it. Let's go further. What makes you referable, Wes? The second R of the 3 R's for a successful business. We're not there yet. There's more. Integrity. Oh, Oh, I know business owners as friends that I do business with because they're my friends, but I do not recommend them because they don't operate on integrity. They're not honest. That I know if I send a female client their way, they're going to take advantage of her because she's a woman and she doesn't know better. That if I send someone who doesn't know the industry that they're in, they're going to charge them more because they don't know. True story. So, yes, I will do business with you because you're my friend, but you don't know how much money you're losing because I have a Rolodex of, just on Facebook alone, not even real friend, Facebook, 5,000. I'm constantly deleting friends to add another friend. 5,000. Not knowing you could have access to that 5,000 if you operated with integrity. You're not truthful. I can't send her to you. Nah, you're going to take advantage of her. Or I got a call like, look, there's a woman I'm sending you. Her name is Debbie. Treat her right. I shouldn't have to do that. I should just send Debbie and say, hey, tell him Wes sent you. Because his default setting is operating with integrity. Now, I don't have to cue him up like, look, Debbie is coming. Treat her right, okay? No. Debbie, tell him Wes sent you. Worst case scenario, you should have a referral program. If all of that fails, get a referral program. You know, back in the day with apartments, they would have, right when you were driving out, when you're leaving the gate, they would say, hey, refer a friend or refer someone, you get $250 off your rent. Worst case scenario, implement that, a referral program. Newsflash. Here's this, newsflash. If you're good, if you're operating off of a sense of integrity, if you're operating with purpose and a sense of urgency, if you're treating your customers, your loyal customers who've been there with you from day one, if you're treating them right, you don't need a referral program. They will refer you for free $99. That's the best price. I love that price. How many of you love free $99? They will refer you for free. You don't have to appease them. Please tell somebody about me. No. If you're good and if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you don't have to beg for referrals. They do it automatically. Let's keep it moving. This third R in regards to the 3 R's for business success is reactivation. So look at it in phases. So retention is keeping your existing girl. Referral is, hey, somebody telling you, hey, you should hook up with this girl. And reactivation is after you've lost that girl, trying to get her back. Is it possible? Yeah, you can. It's possible. But it's hard. It's harder than if you had just concentrated on the first R, which is retention, keeping that one girl happy first, that one customer. You wouldn't have to be, oh, you've lost a customer, now you got to get him back. Because guess what? Newsflash, they left for a reason. You either abandoned them, you started being complacent, you started taking them for granted, you no longer operated from a sense of urgency, you no longer operated from a sense of excellence, you didn't give them the green carpet treatment anymore. They were just taken for granted because they're going to show up because they went to they went to undergrad with you. They're going to show up because they're from your hometown. They're going to show up because you're from Brooklyn, they're from Brooklyn, they're going to show up. You from Los Angeles, they from Los Angeles, they're going to show up. There is no other store in Long Beach, so they're going to show up. There's no other store in Dade County like me, so they're going to show up. They like the Miami Dolphins, and I like the Miami Dolphins, they're going to show up. So they left because you took them for granted. Now you got to work twice as hard to get them back. How many of you guys remember 6th grade physics? The concept of inertia. In 6th grade physics, we talked about inertia. And inertia is an object in motion continues in motion until acted on by a force. Same in reverse. An object at rest continues at rest, stays at rest until acted on by some force. So now this reactivation is this customer is at rest. Now you got to work twice as hard to get the wheel moving again, compared to a customer, a loyal customer that was already in motion. That customer is in motion. It doesn't take, like when you have a ball or a car, let's imagine a car, right? A car. It's hard to start pushing a car. It's hard. Like, I've ran out of gas before in undergrad. When I was in college, I ran out of gas. I've been there, right? Ran out of gas right off the exit. So it's hard to push a car. But once you get that car moving, you can literally walk. Once you get the car moving, you can walk and push the car. Now, getting the car from not moving to going, oh, that's a lot of energy. But once you get the car moving, you can walk and push the car. The average person. Good morning, Kima. We're talking about the 3 R's for business success. 3 R's for business success. So same thing with the customer. If you have an existing customer that's loyal, that customer is in motion. And it doesn't take much marketing dollars. It doesn't take much appeasing. It doesn't take much to keep that existing customer in motion moving. Just check up on them. Hey, here's a coupon. Hey, we appreciate your service. Come back. We have a happy hour on Sundays and drinks for you. The first drink is on us. Just appeasing that customer. Doesn't take much. They're already in motion. Compared to a customer that has left or a car that has stopped. And now you got to start pushing the car again. More effort. The concept of inertia. An object in motion continues in the same motion until acted on by a force. An object at rest stays at rest until acted on by some force. What's going on, Oyi? So how do you reactivate a customer? It's a concept called top of the mind awareness. In simple forms, how do you do that? Newsletters, a daily email. And everybody's like, whoa, Wes, newsletter, I'm not doing that. Emails every day, I'm not doing it. I get it. The simple way is daily social media content. Easy. Everybody's on there. You're on there flexing at your vacation, flexing in front of your fake car. Then just, hey, while you're flexing in front of your fake car, just post something about your business too. Yes. I know nobody's doing the newsletters. You don't want to do it. You don't want to do the daily emails. Do the daily content so that you can get featured on the IG Explore page. You know you're doing it right when you open. You want to know who's doing a good job? Go to IG and the Explore page. That's where I've seen some of my friends' businesses show up on the Explore page. I'm like, okay, they're definitely doing something. When the algorithm puts you on the Explore page, you're definitely doing something right. All right. All right. Takeaways. Kima, you're going to have to watch the replay because we're wrapping up. The gems, and by gems, anyone who knows me long enough, the gems are the actionable takeaways. The 3 R's for business success is retention, taking care of the existing customer and treating them better. Yeah, I said it, treating them better than the new customers. Write an email, Mr. O, you said write an email and make a piece of content every day if you want to make that money. This is the gem. That's the takeaway right there. Oyi knows it. Write an email or a piece of content. Create a piece of content. And it doesn't have to be fancy. Hey, what's going on? I'm here at Wes's Diner, and we have free discount on wings, and you get fries and a drink for $2.99. I don't know. That's a piece of content. Put that out. It doesn't have to be edited. Actually, the ones that are unedited and looks more human get better results compared to, yes, this is the featured video, and we have nobody want to see that. They want to see you frying the wings. They want to show close up of it, like, hey, come through and get some of this mac and cheese. They want to see that unedited. Retention, taking care. So that's a piece of content. People think a piece of content has to be professional. No, shaky camera, shooting it. Actionable takeaways. The second R for the 3 R's of retention: referral, being in a position where others gladly refer you. Not where you have to beg, please tell somebody about us. No, the food is so solid. Hey, this is the best food I've ever had in my life. I'm telling everybody to come here. This is the best service I've ever had in my life. I'm telling everybody I know to come here. And the third R for the 3 R's for business success is reactivation. Even if you've lost that customer, they're not gone forever. You're going to have to work harder to get the car moving again, but they're not gone forever. You can reactivate that customer and win them over again. Knowing when they come back, you got to work harder to prove that, hey, losing you was a problem, was an error on our part, and here's how we're going to make it right. That's how you do that, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So again, the actionable takeaways, the gems, are retention, the 3 R's for business success: retention, referral, and activation. Miss Bernadette says, so true. That means she's getting it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to another episode of CX in the Morning, Customer Experience in the Morning. If you need help implementing anything that you've seen, just go to workwithwes.com, and myself and my team will be able to assist you. We give you a free customer experience audit, and we'll show you where you have holes in your basket and where water is coming out of the basket. And we'll show you how to fix those holes so that you can definitely serve your customers at a world-class level. I am here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. If you are a business owner, a manager, or if you know any business owners and managers, this is where they want to be: on Instagram at Wess Walters, on Facebook at Wess Walters and Associates, or on YouTube at Wess Walters, and Twitter at Wess Walters. So everywhere else at Wess Walters, Facebook, Wess Walters and Associates, every Monday and Wednesday and Friday at 8 a.m. I am waiting for that invite, or that we're thinking about going to Clubhouse on Wednesdays. Mr. Oyi, I need that invite, whatever it calls, at a Clubhouse, so that we can explore Clubhouse as well. But listen, have a great day. Happy Wednesday. You can have an awesome day if you create it. Peace.